trips.
The Midwest Drive is a riot. Jay Brooks and Britt's humor is just so contagious.
It's nice to sit back in the car and listen to it while you're driving.
On the road again.
When I'm in the car, I always turn them on.
Turn it up. Turn up.
Buckle up. You're riding with Jay Brooks and Britt on the Midwest Drive.
That's the Midwest Drive, another episode of that with our special guest today, Jessica Loobey, correct?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure I pronounce that right.
Yeah, it gets tripped up a lot.
Yeah. Did you have like a nickname growing up in school?
Just Jess or JJ, which is really ironic because my middle name's Nicole, so there's no reason for it to be JJ, but that's what they called me.
How did they come up with JJ?
My dad started that, and I don't know where that came from either, but
Did he have a stutter?
no.
just wondering. So we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have, I don't like to call this an interview, it's more of a conversation, like we've been buds for like a long time. Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. So, but I want to find out because actually you're a member of the Midwest Country Organization as an artist and all that good stuff. So I want to figure out how we got to where you're at today.
Yeah.
Okay. So what age were you at when you got interested in music?
I've been singing since I was a little girl, probably 4 or 5 years old. We have pictures. We built a family stage in the basement living room. And so there's pictures of me standing up there singing Terry Clark and Shania Twain. And
oh my God, you're not that old.
I know I am though. I am. So yeah, those are some big influences on my music career for sure.
Really? So,
yeah.
Did you want to be like Shania Twain or Terry Clark?
Of course I did.
Yeah.
Yep. Loved it. And then all through school, I didn't really do a lot of music until I got to high school. And then I did a little acoustic duo with another girl. And she was older than me. So when she went away to college, we kind of quit doing it and I kind of quit. And then I got asked to fill in during COVID for a local duo because the girl that was the other half was in the military and they wouldn't let her out and about off the base. So I filled in for that. And then after that, I was like, you know what? I think this is where I want to be. I think this is where my heart wants to go. So I started putting some feelers out there and built a band, and here I am.
Here you are. And are you up for any awards this week or next week?
Yeah. I'm part of a collaboration that we did last year. So I'm up for collaboration of the year. Album of the year for the album I just dropped back in August. It's called Double or Nothing. And then entertainer of the year as well.
Holy moly. Which one are you going after? Which one would you prefer to have if you could only have one?
I would do album of the year just because I put my heart and soul into that this time. Not that I didn't do that with the first one, but I feel like I really put even more effort and more of my heart into this one. And I wrote the majority of the music myself. And so that would be really special to me to bring that one home. Yeah.
I mean, since you write a lot, how do you come up with the song ideas or whatever? Are you driving around the country roads and the back roads or going to work? You had a day at work and you're going home and you're going, man, this would be a good song. Yeah.
A lot of it came right after, of course, like cliche, a terrible breakup that I had. And then, sometimes someone will say something and I'll just be like, wow, that's really catchy, or that would be a good hook or whatever. And I just go from there. So it's all over the place. Creativity comes from everywhere.
Yeah. Cause you're a hairstylist during the day, artist by night.
Yep.
So you got to have a conversation probably with some of your clients and they say something just in the chair.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That'd be a good country song.
You wouldn't believe the things I hear in the chair. Of course, I'm sure you do because your wife tells you.
Oh yeah. I've heard she's heard stories about me before that people didn't know who I was. And then they didn't know that she was actually my wife. Oh yeah.
Yeah. We always say we know that people are going to get divorced before they do.
Oh yeah. That's exactly what this lady said. She goes, do you ever listen to that Jay Brooks guy in the morning? Man, if I was his wife, I'd divorce him. My wife peeked around the corner because it was like in the cubicle right next to her. Yeah. She goes, hello, I'm Jay's wife. Oh my God. Yeah. That's crazy.
Oh, that's awesome.
Sometimes I hear about things before I even do. Or she does. I mean, she hears. Yeah. So Yeah, you hairstylists got it made.
We do. We do.
Yeah. You know, you should have like a hairstylist news station.
We should. We could make
You
some serious cash on that.
Yeah, or a
We'd
gossip.
never have to search for content.
No, you wouldn't. No, it's. I would just love just to sit in there because I hear the stories. Just sit in there and just watch. I like to people watch
Mm-hmm.
and just just go, oh my gosh, what is wrong with that person?
Yeah, it's some good entertainment.
Yeah, do you have any good stories that somebody's told you before?
Oh man. Yeah, I had a couple young girls that came in and they were contemplating on how they were paying for their hair when they got done, and the one of them said something to the effect of, well, we can't use mom's money because that was supposed to be her drug money for the week. And I was like, oh my god.
They said that?
Yes, and just like so nonchalant, like it's no big deal. And I thought, oh, we're not even remotely in the same category here, girls. But yeah.
Were they new? Did you know them already, or you know their mom?
Nope.
Oh.
First time. Yeah, and they were both high school girls and just doing their hair, and it was like, well, don't ask him for money because he was supposed to give that to mom for drug money. And oh boy, I was like, you know what? Just don't worry about it.
Do you gals get together in the Christmas time or whatever? You guys have like a shop meeting and go, oh my gosh, you wouldn't believe this story if I told you.
Oh yeah, and it always starts out with, is anybody else in here?
Yeah, I've been in the back room before when there's anybody else in here. Well,
Yeah.
I got to tell you something. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
So
it's good.
14 years, huh?
Yep, 14 years.
Is that what you always wanted to do besides sing?
I didn't really know what I wanted to do, and it's a lot of pressure to pick a career when you're graduating and going, wow, what do I want to spend $100,000 on and do it for the next 40 years? And I was always, my strong suit was in English. It was not math or science, and that's proven to help me now in the writing. But I thought, you know what? I've always loved hair. I've loved the beauty industry, and it's a short education. It's only a little over a year in South Dakota. So if I hate it, I don't have to feel guilty about wanting to switch and do something different. And here I am 14 years later, still doing it.
Still doing it. So you're in the Dakotas, right? Is South Dakota or North Dakota?
Yeah, South Dakota. The good Dakota.
I could never figure out why is there a North and a South? Why isn't it just the Dakotas? Because that's what people say anyway.
I don't know. Yeah, who knows? Because their weather sucks even worse than ours. So we don't want to be part of that Dakota.
Yeah. Well, they get so much more snow than we do.
It is so much more snow and bitter, bitter cold. And there's nothing for miles. Oh, yes. Huh. Yeah. Miserable. This winter had some like negative 40 and 50 below wind chills up there.
Oh, my gosh.
That's like worse than Alaska. I'm sure of it.
Oh, I know. Yeah. There's times Alaska's warmer than we are.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Jessica, you have any siblings at all?
I do. I have one sister.
One sister. Do you get along with her?
We do now. We were 5 years apart, so we were never like in the same maturity level. So, yeah. But now that we're both grown and graduated and have our own houses, we're good now.
Yeah. She's older or younger?
Younger.
Oh yeah, those pesky little young kids. I got a younger brother. Yeah. So they all. Well, I paved the way for them. And maybe you did too. Did you pave the way for her?
I did. She didn't follow it, but I paved it.
Yeah. She should have learned to say, okay, Jessica got in trouble for this. I'm going to do this just a little bit different so mom and dad don't know. Or mom and dad just say, you know what, forget it. Not even going to do it.
Yep. I think there was a lot of both of that.
Yeah. Huh. You got, so were you into boys too throughout the school year? Or going through school?
Into boys?
Yeah.
I got along with the boys better. I was not about the girl drama.
Oh, really?
So I actually, I was never a sporty person, never an athletic girl, but I did enjoy doing like bookkeeping and stuff for the basketball team. So all through high school, I did the managing for the boys basketball. And, so we got to travel a lot. And I know.
You know what that means? Uh-huh. Did you date any of them? Did you date any of them?
I did. It was terrible. Terrible decision.
There's always one. It's bad if you like go, well, I don't like Jerry, but I'll take Matt.
Exactly.
Yeah. And the kids in the school where it's going, wow, Jessica's only doing the management for the boys team because she likes one of them.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was more like we couldn't stand the girls. There was 3 of us that did it, and we were like, man, I couldn't go every weekend with them. We would have joint weekends every now and then where they would take the girls and boys and go like to Mitchell and Sioux Falls for the weekend or whatever and do one game one night and one game the next night. And so they would tell us that the girls were going, and we're like, oh, really? That was everybody's reaction. Even the boys, they didn't want to take the girls.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, boy.
They didn't mind us, but the whole team, no.
Yeah. Did you ever have to sing the national anthem or anything during one of the games?
No, I never did. And actually, to this day, I have never done that.
Really?
Yep.
It's like one of
I've
the
always
toughest
said
things to
no.
do.
It is. I've always said no because it's way too. Yeah, everybody's judging you and waiting for you to screw up and seeing if you're going to hit the high part. And yeah, I'm like, nope, not doing it.
Would you ever do it if you were asked now?
Maybe now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you hear that squeaking in the background?
Yeah. Is that your dog?
Yes. He hates toys. And the one time I'm on an interview, now he's squeaking to beat the band.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, give me that thing. Oh, ranch life. Tell you what.
What kind of dog is it?
Well, I have a
mutt?
Yeah, a mutt and a corgi. So
Oh.
the mutt one is doing the squeaking. Can't do anything around here.
Right.
Busy life at the ranch.
I gotta, if I'd be doing my radio show or something, my dog would just burst into my studio here if the door don't shut right. So it's like, oh my gosh. So but it should be locked now.
I know, that's what I should have done before I started this.
Locked them out.
Yep.
So did you grow up on a farm then, you said, or no?
I did. Yeah. I grew up on a ranch just outside of Sturgis. So we raised Red Angus cattle and horses, and we still have the cattle and the horses. So
yeah. Did you show cattle then? Did you go through 4-H or FFA?
No, I didn't. My sister did some FFA stuff. And then she got to be really big into rodeo, and she did some queening. She was Miss Rodeo South Dakota. And so she's the barrel racing girl, and I enjoy riding horses, but I don't do it competitively. I just for my own pleasure.
You're lucky too, being the oldest one, because you don't have to go to the youngest one's events all the time, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So you got away with that too.
I did for the most part.
Yeah. Oh, I'm busy. I got this to do. I got to work.
Yep, exactly.
And then your younger sister's complaining because she had to go to all your stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
We always joked because when she was Miss Rodeo South Dakota, then I was just Martina's sister. That's her name, Martina. And now the tables have turned, and now that I'm doing music and she's kind of done with that portion of her life, now it's, oh, you're Jessica's sister. So
oh boy.
So yeah, I'm like, see, it's about time I get my turn.
Yeah. Did your family go out and watch you perform?
Oh yeah.
Do they?
Yep.
Yeah.
They're all headed to Okoboji with us this weekend.
Oh, they are.
Mm-hmm.
Have they been there before with you?
Yeah. The first time I ever went was last year, and we all went. I was up for New Artist last year. So
yeah. So when are you guys coming in? You coming in on Thursday? Throw some axes?
Yeah.
Are you?
Absolutely.
Did you do it last year?
No, I missed out on that part last year.
Did you? Yeah.
Did you do it?
Yeah, I own the place.
Oh, are you good at it?
I'm not bad. We have a thing that's between the radio people and the artist. The competition, see who's got we need to get like a traveling trophy.
Yeah.
And then because radio won last year.
Okay.
So
not this year.
You want to put a bet on it?
Yeah. Actually, no, I should not do that.
Yeah. Are you competitive?
No, I'm not. Mm-mm.
Okay. You'll be easy to beat then.
Yeah, I will be very easy to beat. I can't even do it in the arcades, let alone the real deal.
Oh my gosh.
I know. That's not my talent either.
Yeah. So growing up a ranch, you should be able to drive. There's a thing that just came across. I talked about it this morning on my morning show about stick shifts.
Yeah.
You ever drive a stick shift?
Yes. I am also not good at that either.
Really? Do you make it bounce, hop
once
like
I get
money?
going, I'm fine. I can shift fine. But yeah, I'd kill it numerous times first.
Really? And don't get
Yeah.
parked on a hill.
Yeah, exactly.
Have an insurance claim for the guy next behind you, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Yeah. Do you watch this will be on a ranch too? Are you big into Yellowstone?
Oh yeah, we had our I guess whatever I'm trying to say, but yeah, we definitely went and binge watched. That's what I was trying to say. Binge watched Yellowstone, and I'm kind of sad it's all done now.
Really? So you watched every season, every episode?
Yes, you had
Really?
to.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it doesn't make sense.
You'd think a country radio guy would, be into Yellowstone. I have not watched a single episode.
No,
No, I haven't. And it shocks
it
me.
took me a long time. I was not into it when it first came out and was the big hype for everything. And then I got to the point where I'm like, wow, there's nothing else to watch. I guess I'm going to give this a shot. And then, then we just had to do a whole marathon.
Right. Rainy weekend, no
Yep.
chores to do. Do you still help out on the ranch?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, do
Yep.
you?
Mhm.
Really?
Yeah. So my parents have their house here. I have mine. And then my sister is living in the original farmhouse. And we're all within a quarter of a mile from each other.
Oh,
So,
that could be nice, but yet bad.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, we all pitch in and help and do chores at night. And
Right. Mom or dad's not going, hey, I saw a truck driving down the old driveway. Who's that?
oh yeah, they've done that too. I'm like, yeah. Well, I love my family. I love my family. I love my family.
Yeah. Yeah. Keep telling yourself that.
Yeah, exactly.
That's good. They're big supporters of you, though, with your music career.
Oh yeah. They've always
know.
been big supporters of us no matter what.
Yeah. That's good. So what'd your sister do?
She works at the vet clinic. She works with the large animals, so she does the horses and the goats and whatever else they bring in, donkeys and
Donkeys.
yeah. She actually had some tigers come in one day because there was this guy that was traveling through, literally had tigers from the circus, and he needed health inspection to cross the state line. And so they were the only large animal vet over here, and he pulled in and they went out and looked at him and sent him on his merry way.
Really? Well,
Yep.
how do you inspect a tiger?
Well, she said none of them were very keen on doing it. So she said you can tell a lot of their health by the way they look. If they're underweight, if their eyes are real watery, if their nose is runny, or whatever. And so they basically just gave them a look over like that and said, "Yep, they look fine. Keep on keeping on." Yeah.
Yeah.
She sent me a picture at work and she's like, "Guess what's here?"
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't get that every day in South Dakota.
No, you don't. Not every day anywhere.
Yeah. So do you like to fish, hunt, do all that stuff or not?
I like to fish. I'm not a hunter. I'm not against it, but that's just never been my thing really. But
really,
yeah, just spending time outside, enjoying the fresh air and enjoying the peace and the space out here that's not downtown in the middle of everything. And it's
neighbors on top of neighbors.
yes.
Yeah.
I'm so grateful that our closest one is about a half a mile away. So
yeah. So the boyfriend like to hunt?
yep. Yep. He's a pheasant hunter.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So they go and he calls it road ditch hunting.
Yeah.
That's a big thing in South Dakota, more on the eastern side. But yeah, they go and get their birds and I make him keep the tail feathers for me so I can do cool stuff with it. But other than that, I'm like, you can eat the pheasant. I'm good.
They call them in certain parts of the Midwest, it's ditch chickens.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do they call them that up there too?
Yep.
Oh, they do?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not just an Iowa thing.
No, not just an Iowa thing.
It seems like all the South Dakota people copy what us Iowa people do.
Well, that's because you guys are so cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, so what else does Jessica like to do when off time when you're not doing anything on the road?
Well, I'm a crafty girl. I like to do. I have found this new love of flipping furniture and restoring old vintagey stuff and repurposing things. So for the last couple of years, I've been doing that. They have a big vintage market here 3 times a year. So I put a bunch of stuff together and do that vendor show. So it's anything from chairs and tables to antique, cans and buckets and old whatever. I'm a junk digger for sure.
You're like a gypsy.
I am. Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. Crazy stuff. So what is the boyfriend, fiance, husband, what does he do?
He is a side dump truck driver, and then he's also my drummer.
Oh,
so
he is?
He is. Yes. When we first started dating, I was like, well, this could be really good or very bad.
Right. Yeah.
You break up and that's the end of that. But
Yeah.
so far we've made it a year and a half and we're doing good.
So if I see on your social media that Jessica Loobey's looking for a drummer, you guys broke
yeah,
up.
Exactly.
Is that what it is? Oh my God.
Exactly.
Oh boy, that wouldn't be.
Yeah, that would not be good.
No.
Yeah, I was like, this is a pretty risky move, but
Right?
we're gonna make it.
Oh my gosh. I couldn't imagine doing that.
Yeah.
Having dating somebody in the band.
Yeah. It was a risk for sure.
Right.
But now that's why I'm part of the CMOs, so that when I need a new drummer or something, I can just pick one out.
Exactly. That's funny. Yeah. I mean, that's the nice thing about the CMOs is because a lot of people share different musicians.
Yes. And I'm kind of at a disadvantage because I'm so far away from everybody. Most of the musicians are over by the Twin Cities and around Okoboji and whatever, and I'm way over here in Never Land. So I don't have that luxury very often, but I would love to get to do some collaborations. And I'm going to really try to make that a priority this year, even if it's just to get on with like Colin Donnelly. He's in Sioux Falls, which is about a 5-hour drive for me, but maybe we could figure out something.
Right. So it was the boyfriend always a drummer, or was he a boyfriend then a drummer?
Nope, he was a drummer first.
Oh, okay. So where'd you pick him up at? Was he always part of the band, or did you just go, hey, I like that guy's movements?
Right. It's kind of funny actually. So both of our families are musical, and they grew up doing music together.
Okay.
And then they had kids, and so then Brandon and I have known each other ever since we were young. And so then when it came about when I was looking for a band, it was like, well, I know you're drumming and you just kind of quit with the band you were doing music with. And so let's build one together. And that's how that worked out. So yeah, we never even had to have the awkward like meet and greet with our parents because we already knew each other.
Oh, nice.
They already knew him. Yeah.
His parents probably went, well, I knew you two would hook up someday.
his aunt, actually, she was like, oh, I knew it. I knew that was going to happen. As soon as he signed on, that was the end of that.
Yeah. I could tell just by the way she's looking at you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or by the way he looks at you.
Yeah. I put him off for quite some time. He tried for a long time, and I was like, nope. And then here I am.
You just gave up.
Yeah, gave up.
Wedding bells in the future?
When you need a drummer, you need a drummer.
Exactly. So wedding bell?
Yeah.
Is there?
We're not engaged or anything, but I think so.
So, I mean, are you waiting for the proposal?
Yeah, I kind of am. I bet in the next year.
You've been waiting for how long for a proposal?
Well, we've only been dating for a year and a half, so.
Well, so it's still kind of.
I haven't been waiting that long. Yeah.
No, so maybe what could happen. What he should do is probably. I'm sure he'll watch this. Maybe.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. So what I think he needs to do is he better get his stuff together. And he's got a week to do it. How cool would it be for him to propose to you at the Midwest Country Music Award show?
That would be pretty cool, especially like I would already be all fancied up and everything.
Exactly.
pictures would be an easy breeze.
Right. And especially if you win like an award, you know, how cool would that be? You get the award, you do the acceptance speech. He comes walking up on the stage, kneels down right in front of everybody. And then,
Oh,
huh? See,
how did you propose to your wife? I see you're married. How'd you do it?
I was a DJ. I can't sing a lick except for in the shower in the car. And so I did it in front of people at a church camp in Okoboji.
Oh,
Way
really?
back when. Yeah. And I was afraid she was gonna say no. Yeah. So I go, hey, I kind of did it back. I said, hey, I'm gonna propose to you. You gonna say yes?
If not, I'm changing my mind.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not gonna make a fool out of myself in front of a bunch of church camp people. You know, because that's what it was, like a family retreat. You know, a bunch of, you know, they have those up there in Okoboji. And grew up there going there all the time. Or for years, ever since I was little. So everybody knew me and knew what I did and all that good stuff. So I DJ'd one night up there, and that's what happened.
Nice.
So I thought, well, I might as well do it now. Why not? But I chickened out. I had to ask her first before I announced it over the thing that I was doing. Isn't that a crappy way to do it?
Well, at least you asked her first before you announced it. That would have
Right.
been real disappointing if she really did say no.
I know, right? I would never said nothing if she said no. No, don't do it here. Yeah, that would have been bad. Yeah. But yeah, I think what's his name? Brandon, you said?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, so Brandon's watching this. Brandon, here's the deal. Okay. Get the ring ready. Whatever you gotta do, get that money to buy that ring. Do you want an expensive? Are you one that needs a lot of expensive? No.
No.
See, so go to the gumball machine. Get that. It could be temporary, right? You'd be happy with that.
Exactly.
So when she wins the award, gets done doing the old thank you to everybody and then you make your way up on the stage. You got to come to see me, so I know what's going on. So that way I can help escort him up there,
right?
And so that way they don't just think somebody's rushing the stage to.
Yeah. PT will be tackling him before he ever gets there.
Exactly. I know. That way I'll let PT know what's going to happen. So we'll do that. Okay. Brandon, get ready. You're going to be on the spot. I did that one time on the radio to somebody that she'd been dating somebody for a long time. I said, what's wrong with him? I said, get rid of him if he's not going to propose to you. Mm-hmm. Next time she came in for an interview, she goes, Jay, you're never going to guess what happened. I go, what? She goes, you forced him into proposing to me early. I go, good. The next time they were planning a wedding, they were getting married, or they were married. And then after that, you know what happened? They got divorced? No, she got pregnant. I said, wow, you guys don't waste any time. They got right after it. But we talked about it every time. So there you go. I'm gonna help you out, Jessica. All right. I appreciate it. Get that guy to, start beating his drum a little more. So, hey, your videos. I watched a couple of your videos. Mm-hmm. The high-end bar one. Yeah. How fun was that to do that? Oh man, it was a blast. Was it? Yes. Yes. So kind of walk us through that. Where was that at? So the world famous Knuckle Saloon in Sturgis, South Dakota. Knuckle Saloon. Yeah. So it's a really well-known Sturgis motorcycle rally venue. But on the off season, it's still open, and they do these bar bull ridings. So there's like the bar, and then this pavilion area where we're at, and then another brewery on the other side. So the pavilion part is really not much bigger than the ballroom at the Roof Gardens. Okay. And they host an actual bull riding in there, and they bring in chutes and dirt and panels and everything. And then where the stage is, they have the band play during intermission, and then they play at the end when the bull riding's done. So they do it like the whole Calcutta and everything. Really? Yeah. Yep. They have the bullfighters in there. So it's a pretty cool event. It's become one of the most unique, well-known things that goes on over here in the Midwestern part of South Dakota. Huh. Now you're singing too a little bit with the high-end bar. Yep. you're talking about girls going to the bathroom, taking pictures, or lined up. You got 10 a year or whatever, right?
Yeah. So this song actually has a really great story that goes with it.
Is it a true story?
It is a very true story. So this was the first song I ever wrote by myself. And so talk about like, here's a great version of how inspiration comes from anywhere. So I was playing in that duo that I talked about over in Moorcroft, Wyoming. And I don't know if you've ever been over there, but there's nothing to it. It's a tiny little town. Their main street has one bar on it. And they were doing an outdoor like street dance thing for the summer.
Sure.
And so we were playing and it brings a pretty good crowd. I mean, there was easily 1,000 people out there probably, but we were on break and it was so packed there that you could hardly get into the bar because there's only one. Right. And so I was like, man, I really got to pee. Like I got to I have like 5 minutes to get down, go to the bathroom, get back up here before we're supposed to start again. Right. So I'm contemplating like, do I go to the porta potty or do I go in the actual bar? So I decided I'm going to take the time to go into the actual bar. So I walk in and this is the first time I've been in there. And I get to the women's restroom and there's 2 stalls in there. One that has a toilet with no door on it. And the other one has like, there's no stall around the toilet really. So it's like,
it's wide open.
Yeah. And that's the one that's next to the sink. And I guess for you guys, that's not a big deal because that's the way the urinals are. But I was like, okay. So of course, so we're waiting because there's a line and there's a couple of girls ahead of me. Well, guess which one opens up first when it gets to be my turn?
Yeah, the no stall.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, okay, well, this is the way it is. So I'm peeing and there's like 5 or 6 girls lined up waiting for the bathroom too. And I'm like doing my thing and they look at me and they go, hey, aren't you the singer? And I'm like, yeah, I am.
Thanks for noticing.
Yeah. So I finished what I'm doing. And then to make it even better, like the door opens up like right to the pool tables.
Oh, nice.
And I'm like, why is this? Why can't you someone take 20 minutes out of their day and put a piece of plywood up here? Like, I don't understand. So that was the inspiration for this song because I'm like, this is so far from anything down in, Nashville. Like you have all these fancy, the attendants that have all the things in the bathroom if you need it. And they're constantly wiping it down and whatever. And I'm like, yeah, this is not like that. So
you couldn't even hover.
No, not really.
Yeah. Wow. Why is it, Jessica, that women have to go to the bathroom in pairs at least? Why is that?
I don't know.
Well, y'all do it.
I know. I mean, nowadays I would go if I was in Nashville or something. I'm definitely not going by myself. It's dangerous down there.
Right.
But yeah, for the pure fact of, I guess we just have to have camaraderie and go together. So, do
you guys ever go in there? Do you guys go in there and talk about like the boys back in the day before you're dating anybody like the boys? Did you see that? You see that guy over there? He had no pants under his chaps and one the cowboy hat. Yeah.
Yep. And actually, if you go to Spotify and listen to this song, because I don't think it's in this video, but at the end, we were trying to be creative and fun about it, and the producer was like, "We need some like girl talk here at the end." And so me and the girl that was doing the harmony on it were like, well, what do you want us to talk about? Like, so we're Googling like stupid pickup lines and like dumb things that girls would talk about. And so that we finally pick a few things. And so you'll have to listen to the end because it is kind of funny. There's some good stuff at the end, but.
So that's actual rodeo stuff there.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
So they score them and whatever. So yeah, it's a cool thing.
Is that the same time you were actually filming the video, or is that a different time?
Same time.
Same time.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Who are the girls in the video with you? Are the actors? Are they people you know?
Everybody is people I know. The girl with the black dress coat there is my sister.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And then there's a couple other girls that are just good girlfriends. So yeah. My sister and I really look nothing alike. There she's sitting next to me, but
Yeah. Did she want to be paid to be in the video?
well, she always wants to be paid.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
So.
you don't get a very good shot of your boyfriend there.
I know.
The drummer.
Well, he wasn't my boyfriend then.
Oh, he wasn't.
Nope. When we put this video out, we were not dating. Nope.
That's I wonder if he's looking at any of the girls in the crowd.
Oh, probably. That's probably why he kept messing up.
Well, that or you're dancing in front of him too much.
Yeah, he really can't see anything behind me.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. So
Yeah,
it's always fun to do that, talk through a video of some sort.
Yeah. You bet you weren't contemplating having that story, huh?
No, I didn't know. But that's what's fun about it, Jessica, is I can, find out a little, not just me, but everybody watching or whatever to get, oh, that's what they did. Or, oh, yeah. Because I would never know if that was your sister.
Right. I know.
So.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Well, man, I tell you what, Jessica, it was a lot of fun to talk to you.
It's a lot of fun to talk to you too. Thanks for being game to have me on here.
Yeah, absolutely. So people, where's the best place for people to get your stuff?
Spotify and Apple Music are probably the two biggest places. And then of course YouTube, because all of it's on there along with that music video.
Okay. All right. So,
or if they want a good old fashioned hard copy CD, I have those too.
Do you take merchandise out everywhere you go then?
Yep.
Do you? You got hats, tank tops, shorts?
I'm all out of hats. I'm all out though. We do a lot of t-shirt stuff and sweatshirts. Those go good. And then the CDs. And actually we just got some koozies made, and one of my band members had said something about Loobey. So instead of saying absolutely, it's Loobey. Probably. So that stuck. So that's now our little, I don't know, our little catchphrase or whatever is, are you here for a good time? Absolutely. So that's what our merch says now.
Oh, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I got it now. I'm a little slow, Jessica. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah. You got it now?
I got it now. Yeah.
So I'll have to save you a koozie, an Absolutely koozie.
Oh, absolutely. So, hey, we're going to be doing the Midwest Drive during the award show, during the red carpet. So you're going to be there for that. You'll be there for that.
Yeah.
So you have to stop back and see us again.
I will.
Yeah. And then see, maybe we pull the boyfriend in.
Yes.
Get Brandon in, and then we can nail him there.
That's perfect.
Hey, did you bring what I told you to bring? That's what I'll tell him.
If not, I bet there's a claw machine down there somewhere.
Yeah, it's Arnold's Park. I mean, they got to have something in there.
I know.
Yeah. How long do you give him before you give up on him?
Oh, man, I don't know. I mean, I did make him wait a long time, so I should probably give him a decent amount, like another couple weeks or something.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It better be the week after the award show.
Right.
I think it's got to be at the award show. Otherwise,
award show.
Otherwise, it doesn't mean nothing. I mean, what a great special night for you. If you win an award, that'd be great, And
that would be amazing.
Yeah. What if you win 2?
I know. I was shocked to even be up for 1.
Yeah. So does he do it? Does he do it after the first award, or does he wait and go, well, let's risk it and let's, kind of like, let's gamble here.
Right.
If she gets the second one, that's what I'm going to do it. But she could, you're up for 3, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So, or do you gamble again and go, hey, let's roll the dice and see if she gets 3. If she gets all 3, it's going to be awesome. You know what I mean?
Maybe between the second and third one.
That'd be the good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the climax of the show.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Because you're up for which awards?
A collaboration of the year, entertainer of the year, and album of the year.
Okay. Yep. So the one you'd really like to have would be the album of the year because you work so hard for it.
Yes.
You're on it.
Yep.
Okay. All right, Brandon. There you go. Better start saving. Little late to start saving. Just write a check. Just write a check. Okay. It'd be bad if he came to you and said, "Hey, Jessica, just don't pay me for the next year in gigs."
Right.
You know?
I'd be like, oh, That's interesting.
So, and then what's going to happen? Then you actually paid for your own engagement ring.
I know.
Think about it that way.
That's not fair. We're gonna have to do some different math there.
Yeah, I think so. I'll be very proud of him if he does it next week or during the award show.
Me too.
Really? Okay. All right. Year and a half. You've been dating for a year and a half. I mean, he should know, and you should know by now if you really can stand the guy.
I know.
Right?
Yep.
So he's not a big burly dude, is he? So I'm gonna get beat up at the.
Well, no, I don't. No, but I mean, I guess I don't know how big you are. So.
No. Yeah. Well, I'm a farm boy. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you could hold your own if you had to.
Mm-hmm. I wrestle around with pigs.
That's one thing we never had. No pigs here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's what I grew up on. Pigs and dogs and goats. We had a goat named Leonard. So we had to get rid of him because he started ramming everybody's car. So Leonard had to go down the road, go to another farm. So
oh my gosh. That's hilarious.
I know. So, but Jessica, thank you for taking the time to talk to us today. And again, people go out and download her music, follow her on Facebook and social media of any sort, Instagram, and like her videos on YouTube, especially the high-end bar.
Yes.
Yeah. But back to her roots, the album or the song right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. Sounds good. Jessica, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Windows down and wanna get lost on the edge of town in a Chevrolet. Good Lord, everybody at the bar getting tipsy like a Mustang. One hand on them giddy up reins, hole in your heart with some good aim on a goodbye ride. There was always along for the ride.